Today's devotion is the book of 2 John. We're doing a whole book today because it's the shortest book in the New Testament, and it's kind of like a mini version of 1 John, sort of a summary of 1 John, and it's a reminder. You know, we all need a reminder. Today at my house it's bin day, and because it only happens once a week, I always seem to forget, so I'm always putting reminders everywhere so that I don't forget, and I still manage to forget sometimes. I put a little note here, I write it on my hand, I put the bin right next to the front door so you trip over it when you come in, and still sometimes I forget. But we're like that. We need reminders. We need multiple reminders sometimes so that we can break the habits and start something new. Now, with these reminders, there's two key themes in the book of 2 John. The themes are, in verse 3, truth and love. In fact, the word truth is said 4 times in the intro to the letter in the first 3 verses. Something good to do with devotions for personal studies is underline or highlight or circle key words. And in this book, you could circle the words truth and circle the word love and just see how many times they occur and what they mean each time. But anyway, let's get into it. Firstly, love. He gives a great summary because this is a reminder in a mini version. He says the summary is we need to love God. And if we love God, we're going to do what he says. And what he says is we need to love others. Great summary. And once again, he says this isn't a new command. This is an old command. Love one another. The new command Jesus talked about in the Gospel of John is, as I have loved you. It's the way to love that's new, but the command is old. So then in verse 6 it says, this is what you can do. Walk in love. That's your habit. I don't need reminding anymore because I'm walking in it. I'm living in it. Then it comes to truth. And it still seems there's false ideas rolling around in that community. And talking about rolling around, it's a bit like today's world. It's kind of roll your own spirituality. Oh, let's call it Subway spirituality. As I turn up the Subway, you can have whatever you want. It was a hard enough decision as it was at Subway. Never mind when they brought in, you could even choose what sort of roll you want. But that's the world we live in. Roll your own, make your own, whatever works for you, whatever feels right, whatever works, whatever sounds good, go for that. And, you know, human nature doesn't change. It was the same back then. Instead of what is true. Danger in our spirituality, everyone. What is true? Not just what feels best to you or what sounds best, what works best. What is truth? Jesus Christ is truth. Stay on him. And verse 4 says, you know, we need to walk in the truth. So we don't need the reminder anymore. That's our habit. Verse 6, walk in the love. Verse 4, walk in the truth. And then verse 9, good summary, says, don't run ahead, continue. Don't run ahead, continue in the teaching of Christ. We all need a reminder. Be reminded today of the truth and love that's in Jesus. See you later.